In this tutorial, I would like to cover how to take the next step in the evolution strategy and add a slippage report. So I've created a standard report, and I created the report which had additional properties like symbol, order site, slippage, mid price, fill price, bar close, best bid, best ask, and fill spread. With that, when we go to place in the code where we fill orders, I've added additional logic. So first of all, as you remember, we are using the extended bar object, and this is the time when I will start using the additional properties of a bar, except on top of just the closing price. So if I type here bar, you will see all additional properties of the object, like ask and bid and offsets and all the information. And let's see what this particular code does. I told system that in addition to fill price, which we calculated before based upon slippages, I'm also would like to calculate spread between best ask price and the fill price for buy orders, and between fill price and best bid for sell orders. And finally, I am filling all the orders and generating this report by simply saying the slippage report log2. This is a special command, or I can build it using the different logger. Just uncomment this line and see the difference. Log2 is more advanced tool, but it takes a little more memory. So log control synchronizes in real time when we deploy in production. Log2 just synchronizes everything, dumps all data after. First it puts into memory and then generates the grid after the calculations are finished. Alright, I build this strategy, I close the editor and I click on command run. So let's see what happens. We will use exactly the same tickers, exactly the same time period, 6 months, except we're going to create a pretty detailed report. So we're going to use same logic for two slippage factors, 1 and 0, which means with slippages and without them. I click on command OK, and system will do its job. Great. So system created the calculations. Slippage report with one factor, slippage factor 1, is very interesting. We got 26,000 trades. I also created layout, which is the going to be available for you, which controls how many digits we got. So let's look at the picture. So we got calculated slippages, and we're calculating mid price, by the way, and the bar close price, they're completely identical. And this is a fill price, which is calculated based upon slippages, and then we're calculating the spread, fill spread. So what's the distance between ask and bid? So let's look at histogram, for example, of fill spreads. That would be a pretty interesting picture. So this is our distribution of fill spreads. If I make it to be 20, it would be better visible. In most cases, they are basically center around 0. Let's create a new column. In fact, you can create a calculated column. Let's say I'm interested to build my own additional ratio, where I will be taking the fill spread, which is the parameter we created right here, and divide it over the spread between best ask and best bid. Right, this is additional functionality in our reports. You can have your C# logic built into this control. So I click on this ratio, I'll give it say this amount of digits, and let's wait until it's calculated. So here we are, we got this ratio. Now let's look at distribution of ratios. It's going to be also a very interesting picture. So interesting, we're seeing the if I go to logarithmic, we're seeing that some ratios are really negatively small, some of them are big. So this is the majority of my ratios are all centered around here. This just simply allows researchers to do a lot of interesting observations. So I'm just showing you the ability of QuantOffice provide material for additional research. So this is just a ratio of field spread, which is distance between field price and bar close and the ASCO bid and the spread. Finally, if I want to build some cumulative statistic, I can come to this report and I tell system that let's just build average, for example, minimum maximum field spread, and average and minimum maximum, for example, ratio. And I define these parameters, and I will group by symbol, and we'll get nice summary statistics, where this is something called group view, where I could just simply take all my groups and look at all its factors. I can visualize it in a histogram or in a bar chart like this one. I click on this command, and average ratio, we can look at field spread average, and this is just information for us.